What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. Hope everybody's having a fabulous day. Don't forget, we're doing a free t-shirt giveaway on Sunday. All you have to do is leave your comment in the comment section down below. I'll show you the choices later on in the video, but I do want to talk about Bitcoin and the possibility that we could be mocking the bottom of 2018 right now in the smaller time frame. We'll take a look at that. It's very interesting, guys. Definitely stick around through the whole video. We're going to point out a couple different things. We're going to look at both the bearish and the bullish case scenarios. Don't forget, we have a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's totally free, awesome community. There's also some other links down there that really help the channel out. Let's get on with it. Guys, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, nor is it trading or investing advice. Read the disclaimer scrolling on the bottom. Looking at the fear and greed index, we are at 23. We dropped 1 point from yesterday. Still in extreme fear. I want to take a look at the longs. Still climbing, guys. The longs are still climbing on Bitfinex. There is something strange going on here. Let's look at blockchain whispers. Bitfinex still almost 85% longs, almost 16% shorts. BitMEX is almost 44% longs, almost 57% shorts. Binance almost 28% longs and 73% shorts. The total is 56 to 43. 56% being the longs, 43% being the shorts. Now, what I was talking about, well, we'll go into the bottom similarities between 2019 and now, or 2018 and now here in a minute. First, let's go into the macro. We're going to look at the monthly. As you guys know, we were watching this 21 EMA. We are below it now. If we close the monthly below this, we will most likely remain bearish. As you can see, while in this formation, the volume is still declining down. And let's go into the weekly real quick. The weekly, we're still looking at the same things, still looking at the formation here. Still looking like a giant bull flag. We could come back down. We'll take a look at that in the smaller time frames. After this, we're going to take a look at the bottoms. This bottom here and what seems to be forming here. It's pretty damn interesting, guys. Definitely, you'll want to stick around to watch it. The 200 EMA is all the way down on the weekly, all the way down to around the 49,050 range. If we were to drop down there, that's where I would expect support. If we broke through this bottom support, which if we came down this week would be around the $6,100 range. As you know, I was watching the EMAs right here, and I expected a move up last week to stop this death cross from happening on the 8 EMA and the 55 EMA, but it did happen. So we are looking bearish here. It's not to say we can't move up, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. As you can see in this formation, this volume is still declining within the formation, so we have not had a break of the big one. When this breaks, either way, which I think up, but either way it breaks. When it breaks, we will know. We will get some extreme volatility. Let's look at the RSI now. And we'll look for some divergence also. As you can see, I have this red support line on the RSI, which back in 2015 we bottomed out on before starting our big bull market. And we have bottomed out on it here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. As you can see, I have the resistance line on top, support on the bottom. We've been bouncing in between it. I also have this orange line in the middle here. We popped out of it. This looks like a falling wedge. We popped out, came back down, tested the top for support, got support. Also lining up with our red support line here. And if you look back here, you can't see the rest. We don't have the data back here, but we came down, popped up above it, just like we did here, came back down to retest it, just like we did here. So pretty interesting how this is all looking the same, but let's go look at one more thing. If we do pop out of the top of this and pop past this top resistance line, that will be extremely bullish, guys. And again, this is the weekly, so it takes time. Let's look at, see if we're having any divergence here. As you can see, we're making higher lows. Let me change the color of this so you guys can see it better. As you can see, we're making higher lows in the RSI. And if we come into here, we are straight across. Actually making a little bit lower lows. So we're getting some bullish divergence here in the RSI on the weekly, guys. So possibility we could be moving up from here, but this RSI can drop and erase that. But as of right now, we are getting slightly lower lows in the price action on the weekly and higher lows on the RSI on the weekly, which is bullish divergence. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Okay, before we do this, I'm going to look at the similarities of right here and right here. We're going to look at this in the 4 hour, this in the daily. I'm going to pull them up now so you guys can see them. And I've drawn the rest of this one in. This is pretty damn interesting, guys. We could be definitely looking at a bottom here. This is the 4 hour right now. We are down here. And this is the daily from 2019. If this plays out like this, fractal, nothing's to say it is definitely gonna, but this is pretty interesting to look at. I do want to show you, let me put the fibs on here from the swing low back in December of last year, which was around the 31.20 to the swing high of this move here. And as you can see, we bottomed out on the 0.786. We wicked just a little bit below it, but nevertheless, we're right on the 0.786 here. As you can see, it almost looked like a inverse head and shoulders with a goofy left shoulder. But if you look at it, this could have been considered, and if you were watching my channel back then, I was calling it an Adam and an Eve here. And it's definitely looks like what played out there. And you guys know what happened after that, just a huge run up. Now, could that happen back here? Definitely. Let's take a look at this, and I'll tell you what will, what is going on? Oh, I'm in the wrong damn side. Sorry about that. What will invalidate it is a drop, significant drop below this 0.786. But if you look here, guys, we are getting support on the 0.786, just like we did here. That, I know a lot of people don't believe in fractals, but this could very well play out, guys. Although this is in the 4 hour, this is in the daily. Now, we are obviously in a smaller bull run. We had a smaller bull run with a bear run here. We had a bigger one in the daily. Now, let's take a look at one more thing. Well, a couple more things, actually. Like I said, it might be a little bit longer video, but there's a lot of good points here, guys. Definitely stick around. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at as a possibility. Get this stuff off here now. All right, so let's take a look at the bigger picture over here. From the swing high to the swing low. This is very interesting. We go from the swing high to the swing low, which was the 20,000 was our swing high. The swing low was our 31.20. And look, we went straight to the golden pocket, almost tagged the 0.65 here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. Right here. So if this was to play out the same here, guys, let's take a look at where that would take us. Let me get this off of here. Whoops. Get this off. Sorry, guys. I didn't have a whole lot of time this morning. I'm trying to get this video out to you. Get this stuff off of here. And then we'll go into the daily and look at our price targets. Our price target for yesterday hit, which was 6,800, was our low. All right. So let's take the fibs here. Whoops, I did it again. Damn it. Let's take the fibs here from the swing. What the hell is going on? All right. let's take the fibs here from the swing high to the swing low right here, just like we did back in the bigger market here. We're going to do it in our smaller bull run that we had this year. And we're going to go from the top, go down to the bottom. If this is was our bottom here at, where was that at? Right around 6,500, give or take. But if we were to come back up and tag this, let's see, here we go, get a price label. If we were up to tag the same area, that would be around the $11,200 range. You know, it would pretty much be a mock exactly of what happened here, just in a smaller version. All right, let's go into, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. Let's look at the daily, and we'll look at some targets here. And then we'll go into the 4 hour and look at more immediate targets. Do want to remind you guys, leave your comments down below. Give it a giant thumbs up too, because you can win a free t-shirt. I will be doing a drawing on Sunday. You can pick it from this site, which is my wife's site, inkyyourimage.com. There's a link down below. She can put anything you want on these shirts, the signs. She also has hoodies, long sleeve t-shirts, ornaments, keychains, all kinds of other stuff. She can put anything you want on these, family pictures, whatnot. It's high definition stuff, awesome stuff. It's not just your cheap vinyl or anything like that. Definitely check it out, guys. It's another way to help support the channel. Let's go back over to our daily. All right, so looking at the daily, the top of this resistance line, if we were to go up within the next couple days, it's going to be around the $9,000 mark, would be retesting this. We could get a pump like this, guys, or we could get a drop down here. I'm watching this trend line here on the daily. We are getting supported by it right now off of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches, 6, 7, now 8 touches on this line. That's a pretty significant line. If we're to drop below this, guys, it could get ugly. It seems to be holding now, so let's look at our targets. All right, our first one being, if we drop down from here, would be around the 6130 range. Right in that area would take us down. That's if we drop down today, pretty much within the next couple days, would be coming back down to the bottom of this support line. Another thing I was looking at is this is a rising wedge here, and if we did a measured move of the rising wedge, looking at it as a bear flag, which I don't believe it is, but we still got to take a look at everything, would get us around this 4,800 area, which also lines up with this long-term down or uptrend we had here. So that, keep an eye on that. Keep it in your mind that it is possible. We are still getting supported by the 0.65 and this trend line as of right now, which seems to be extremely good support. I do believe the bottom could be in, just like I showed you right here in these pictures. Let me zoom back in and show you. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to go back over here and we're going to take a look at our targets. So that being, you know, the worst case that this is a flag pull, this being a bear flag, or looking at that as a rising wedge with the measured move down to here would be another touch on the bottom of this support. Also, damn it. Excuse me, guys. This is early in the morning and I got to get to work soon, so I'm trying to get this done for you guys. The 0.786 here would be the 5,400 if we came down to the 0.786, but I do believe we may be done up here. Keep an eye on that. If we break this trend line, then we're looking at 6130. The 0.786, if that happened, I would imagine that it would come all, that wouldn't happen until around January. So if we kept falling, let's see where we're at. If this holds, guys, it looks pretty good. Like I showed you the similarities in the bottom from 2018 and 19. Let's go into the 4 hour. First, let's look at, do we have any divergence here to look at? Not so much in the daily. Nothing that really stands out. Well, I guess you could say we have some divergence here. This being the low in the price with a little bit lower low over here and a higher low here. If we look at our RSI, we are still in this falling channel. Could be in this rising channel. We had this wedge in here that we have popped down below, and as of right now, we're popping up out of it, guys. It's actually looking pretty good. We could have seen the bottom here, but keep in mind, no one knows anything for sure, but I am looking at the possibility of getting a nice move up here. Let's go into the 4 hour. All right, looking at the 4 hour, let's take a look at the RSI first. We are in this falling channel here. We had popped out of this wedge over here. Now we're in a falling channel, which could be bullish. Unless we come down and break through the bottom of this and test this line again. That would be the bearish case, which would be down into the 61 to 6,000 range. But like I said, as long as this 0.65 holds here and we don't make a lower low than, where was that at? Right around the 6,800 range. As long as we don't buy, I would give it a little more, maybe the 6,750 range. If we drop below that, we could be coming down to lower lows. But it's looking good, guys. Look like we might have bottomed here. And as you can see, I have this falling channel here. Let's do a measured move. If we were to break down from here, would be right around, it's actually a little lower, would be right around the $6,000 range, give or take. Also remember, we had that measured move of 61, around the 6150 range. But again, guys, unless we break down below this, I would not be too concerned about it. Looks like we could be moving up. We'll see what happens. If we do move back up here and break this top line, that would get us up to somewhere in the 8,200 range. Let's take a look also at this little channel we have in here. Let me get this stuff out of the way so you guys can see. Oh, if you guys noticed yesterday, we look like we're having a nice move up right now. If you guys noticed yesterday, I had this low target of 68.12, which was our 0.786, and boom, we nailed it. And now we are looking pretty good, look pretty strong here, guys. Let's see what happens. Looks like we might get a real nice move. If we can break the top of this channel here, this smaller one, our measured move is going to be somewhere around, this may have happened all by the time I get this video out, but say around 7,400 would be the top of this falling channel. If we break that, then we're looking at the 82, and then we could go up and try to test this around 9,000, possibly before the end of the year, maybe even sooner. But anyways, yeah, looks good, guys. Yep, let's see what happens. Like I said, we're getting a nice push up here while I'm making this video. Let's see if it continues. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to click the CryptoSavy logo above my head to get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Could this have been the bottom and we are going to move up from here or not? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And yep, that is about it. There was something else I wanted to tell you, but I can't think of it right now. So appreciate you guys watching. I will leave a Bybit tutorial here in case you guys want to try leverage trading. I do not suggest high leverage or playing with more money than you're willing to lose. Take it easy. Have a great day, and I'm out.